Start over. I'm so bad at this. Welcome to another episode of Staying Connected with What's Your Favorite Bird? My name's Tom. I'm here with Jay Burney, and we're gonna get right to it here. Jay, what is your favorite bird?
Well, Tom, I knew you were going to ask me that question, so I've been thinking about it a lot, and it's not an easy answer. It depends on my mood, depends on the day, it depends on where I am. So I don't know. I love so many birds. It's hard to focus on just one, and I know that you feel that way too, because we all have so many experiences, so many birds. But I've been thinking a lot about chickadees. And chickadees are really nice birds. They're in our region. They're friendly. I mean, sociable. They're communicative, and they will, interact with you. And there's nothing for me as nice as walking outside and hearing a chickadee or two in the trees and the branches near me, and talking and singing to each other, and it just makes me feel welcome. They're not birds that try to intimidate you, although they can be pretty aggressive. And I know that you've done bird banding. Me too. My cuticles have been at great risk around chickadees, but I love
Pound for
chickadees.
pound, nothing bites harder than a black-capped chickadee.
Oh my God. So this is what I think about a lot. And it's pretty much a lifelong obsession with chickadees, but other birds too. I love blue jays. I love cardinals. And, I love this bird, which is a roadrunner, which, if you're in Arizona or in the Southwest, it's hard not to just chase them, and I mean that metaphorically. You don't want to literally chase them, but you want to find them. I guess
Yep.
that came from my, young days, my obsession with Roadrunner, the cartoon, and then realizing that they were a real bird.
It's not a bad caricature, the cartoon Roadrunner.
Oh, awesome! They're awesome, and
Yeah, it's pretty accurate to the actual bird.
and
We saw one on our Texas trip
yeah,
2 years ago.
yeah,
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 we saw one together at Benson Rio Grande State Park.
yeah, yeah, and they're gorgeous birds, and they're not necessarily as sociable as chickadees. They don't like to be around you. They'll run away from you, and it's very cool. But man, can they run! It's amazing. I mean, they look like dinosaurs in a sense, the way that they comport their bodies. And we know that they're evolved from dinosaurs. Some more birds I want to talk about. So the birds behind me. This is a scene from the Niagara River, and it's a kind of a late fall scene. These are Bonaparte's gulls, and a lot of people think about gulls and they think they're like rats with wings, but they're not. I mean, they do clean up. That's part of the role of a gull. Many gull species. Bonaparte's gulls are unusual in that they're not everywhere, and we in Western New York on the Niagara River happen to be in a migration route. And during certain parts of the year, like late November and December and January, they come here in great numbers. You can see 100,000 Bonaparte's gulls out in the Niagara River, and they come from the boreal west coast. These are gulls that nest in trees, for gosh sakes. And they're incredibly sociable, and they make a lot of noise. They work together, they hunt, they fish. And in this scene behind me, they're actually fishing, probably for emerald shiners in the winter. They're so much fun to watch. And again, it's one of those birds that you almost feel like can be part of their community, because they're I don't know if friendly is the right word, but they're definitely interactive, and they like to be very sociable with other gulls and even waterfowl. Anyway,
When when I hear people refer to gulls as rats with wings, I always tell them, I say that's a compliment to a rat, because gulls are awesome. They're one of my favorite groups of birds.
yeah, for sure. And they do provide an important ecological role in most gull species, and they clean up. They eat. You see ring-billed gulls in parking lots like McDonald's and things like that, and they're there because they're eating trash that people have dropped their French fries or dropped their hamburgers. They play that role in the natural world too, not just in parking lots, but along the shores of the river and mud flats, and even in fields. You see gulls, and they're just doing a job, which is helping nature to recycle itself by cleaning up. I mean, it's a great ecological role. A lot of times people don't understand why birds are important. Every bird species has a role, and the gulls, man, thank you for cleaning up so much for us, because without them, we'd have a mess.
Yeah, people use that comment like making fun of gulls for eating French fries, but what does that say about us? Who eats more French fries, people or gulls?
Well, who eats more rotting French fries would part of that too.
I'm not sure McDonald's French fries can rot, but
That's a good point. Well, I'm really glad to be here today, Tom, and I know that we're getting close to the edge of time, so thanks for inviting me to be one of the contestants. Do I win anything for doing this, by the way?
we'll let you know at the end.
Okay.
We'll tabulate all the results at the end and we'll come up with a winner.
Well, thanks. And I think we're probably going to have a lot of other people that we're going to have on this program. Both you and I are going to be interviewing people and asking them that question: what's your favorite bird? So
Yeah, and if you're into gulls, don't miss out on the Birds on the Niagara festival that's going to be this February from February 11th to February 13th.
we have an
I
amazing
mean the 12th, February 10th to February 12th.
we have an amazing region for birds in our festival, which happens in the middle of the winter. It happens to focus a lot on gulls. We have 18, 19 species of gulls and terns that are in this area, and most of them are here in the winter, including some unusual ones. And Tom, by the way, you do a great program during the Birds of Niagara on gulls, and I look forward to seeing that again this year. Also, don't forget there's waterfowl here. We have a lot of waterfowl in the winter. Many of them are in breeding plumage and doing courtship rituals, and it's just fun to watch. Thanks for mentioning Birds of Niagara, Tom. You're one of the founders of it, by the way. So thanks for doing that too. And just, you get a chance, come on and see Birds of Niagara, whether it's online or in person this year. We have a website. Website's right here.
So I'm sure we'll have someone come on and their favorite bird will be some of the waterfowl that we have around here. So we'll look forward to that. So thanks for talking with me today, Jay. Good to see you, and we'll catch you next time.